Masanton agawad si kayo, and welcome to Madiskarte and Bangus, your Tito approach in learning integrating elements and principles of organization in the arts. Siya si Maestro Widmark Balmores, tan Galila, man MLT la. In this lesson, you will be learning how to demonstrate an understanding of the different elements of art, how they are seen in the everyday, and how they create meanings. Evaluate the different elements seen in everyday objects and their meanings. The elements of art. By definition, the elements of art are the commonly used in analyzing an artwork. It is usually combined with the principles of art. It is also known as the building blocks of an artwork. It is made up of line, shape, color, texture, space, form, and value. Knowing what the elements of art enables us to describe what an artist has done, analyze what is going on in a particular piece, communicate our thoughts, and find using a common language. Also remember, no elements of art, no artwork. Let us learn how to understand the line. Real lines are the ones that we draw and the ones that are seen. Implied lines are created through the sense of the line being there. See the difference? When creating depth with lines, let us focus on the line quality. The thickness and thinness of lines. Lines have different thickness that artists call their weight. Thick lines are heavy, thin lines are light. Let us understand the line quality. Heavily weighted lines or thick lines, objects appear coming forward, while lightly weighted lines or thin lines, the objects appear receding or going back. These are the different types of lines: vertical, horizontal, zigzag, diagonal, and curved. The effects of different types of lines are in the artwork. Lines create a sense of emotion to an artwork. Lines create direction, literally or implied, to convey a feeling. Vertical lines create a sense of growth and height. These lines move up and down without a slant and can give the appearance of height because they are perpendicular to the earth, extending upwards towards the sky. In fashion, vertical lines create a long and lean silhouette. Horizontal lines create a sense of relaxation. These lines move right to left and suggest a feeling of rest or repose because objects parallel to the earth are at rest, stagnant to the eye, and may create a feeling of laziness or being boring. Diagonal lines are neither vertical nor horizontal and convey a feeling of movement. Objects in diagonal position feel unstable because they are either about to fall or already in motion. Diagonal lines create a sense of tension with the edges of the paper, and thus the picture becomes more exciting. For parallel lines, create a sense of excitement, a fast-moving eye. Zigzag lines create a sense of chaos, also a fast-moving eye. These lines slant and are diagonal lines connected at each point. These lines can portray actions and excitement. Spiral and curved lines create a sense of infinity, a never-ending movement. Feminine and graceful S-curves are very organic and free-flowing. Feeling is created. The curve of a line can convey energy. Soft, shallow curves recall the curves of the human body and often a pleasing sensual quality. A shape is a closed line or closed contour line. A shape is flat or two-dimensional, only has width and height. Shapes are defined by other elements such as line, form, space, value, and texture. Form is a three-dimensional geometric figure such as sphere, cube, cylinder, cone, and the others, as opposed to a shape which has two-dimensional or flat. These are the types and forms of shapes. Geometric shapes are mathematically determined. Organic shapes are shapes seen in nature or vague or abstract shapes. Let us understand form. Form refers to the visible elements of an art piece independent of the meaning. For example, when viewing Juan Luna's portrait of a lady, the formal elements therein are colors, space, lines, shape, and others, while the feeling of mystery and intrigue the piece evokes an informal product of the viewer's imagination. The element of color. Color, by definition, the reflected light of an object as seen by the human eye. Color adds interest and mood to the work of art. There are three properties of color. First is hue, the name of the color. Example is red, yellow, blue. Second is its intensity, the strength and vividness of the color, or a color blue as royal blue or light blue. And third is the value, the lightness and darkness of the color. Also remember, tints are created by adding white to the color. Shades are created by adding black to the color. Let's move on to the psychology of colors. Color psychology is the study of hues as a determinant of human behavior. Color influences perceptions that are not obvious, such as taste of food. Colors can also enhance the effectiveness of placebos. For example, red and orange pills are generally used as stimulants. There are four psychological primary colors: red, blue, yellow, and green. They relate respectively to the body, the mind, the emotions, and the essential balance between these three. Warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors are made up of orange, red, yellow, and the combinations of them all. Cool colors are blue, green, and light purple, and have the ability to calm and soothe. Space, an area where an artist provides for a particular purpose, includes background, foreground, and middle ground, and refers to the distance or areas around, between, and within things. There are two kinds of space, a negative space and a positive space. Texture is a perceived surface quality of a work of art. It is an element of two dimensions and three-dimensional designs and is distinguished by the perceived visual and physical properties. The use of texture, along with other elements of design, can convey a variety of messages and emotions. And for value, this defines how light and dark a given color or hue can be. Values are best understood when visualized as a scale or a gradient, from dark to light. The more tonal variance in an image, the lower the contrast. When shades of similar value are used together, they also create a low contrast image. That ends our class for today. Don't forget to click and subscribe and answer the evaluation link below. Siya si Maestro Whitmat Permores. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Handang isip, handa bukas. Tara, ML na tayo!